Hey folks, it's David Bourne from newwildmedia.com, and I'm talking today about the problem I'm having, which is shipping my newsletter. It's a problem I've been having for way longer than I want to admit, but since I think it'll be helpful if I admit it, I'm going to admit it. It's been probably 10 years since I've wanted to consistently ship a newsletter, and I haven't done it. Here's why I haven't done it. Because I didn't want to mess it up. I put so much value on having an email newsletter that I wanted it to be perfect, and I never started doing it because I was too worried about it being perfect, which is so silly. Trying to cut myself some slack. We have to do that, you know. The silliness of it was that the irony is that I never did ship it. I wanted it to be good, and so I never got around to making it good enough to ship. And an unshipped thing is non-existent. If it's in your head, if it's in your Evernote collection, if it's in your notebooks, but if it's not getting out there, at some point it's got to get out there, right? So this week it's getting out there because I set a commitment. Part of the reason I did that is because I'm in a small group, a mastermind, and the question from the group was posed, what's the most difficult thing that you could talk about this week? And the email immediately came to mind. And instead of just talking about it, I decided to do it. So it's Wednesday. I am shipping my email on Friday at 2 p.m. You got to be real specific with these goals, you know. So Friday, 2 p.m., it's coming out. So I hope you'll subscribe. But if you don't, that's okay. Maybe it's not for you. It's really not about the outcomes. I've been way too focused on outcomes and that perfectionism, and it's just been too limiting. It's been a limiting belief. So I decided to sit down in my kitchen and talk about this because I need to get the sucker out. I also set myself another mini deadline within the deadline. It's helpful to do those things. So by today at 2, I am going to have a rough draft done and ready. And if I can auto-publish the thing, I will go ahead and set that too. So what does that do? Well, it gives me an earlier deadline, which forces me to get all the systems in place. And so if there's something that's missing, like for example, if I don't have my email system set up right, I will know that it's not set up right, and I won't be figuring that out so close to the deadline. So I've set this mini deadline within a deadline. So we'll see if that works. I'll let you know later in the week. So like I said, I've got an email coming out. My action item that I would like to ask is that you subscribe. How do you do that? Well, you can go to newwildmedia.com/newsletter, and there you will find a place to subscribe, and you'll find, right now, you'll find the one newsletter, my most recent one, because I haven't written many yet. I've written some in the past, but I'm going to do my newsletter. By the way, it's going to be in the content curation format, which means I'm going to make a collection of things that I've found around the web and brief observations on those, along with some of my own stuff mixed in there, geared towards my audience, which is people like you, people who are trying to make a difference in the world, doing work that you truly care about, and you want to just have a more amazing life. And one way to do that is to put your work out there on the web and find the people that you want to work with, the people you want to help. It is such an amazing time, and we have such an amazing opportunity in front of us. So that's why I'm shipping my newsletter this week. I hope you'll subscribe. My name is David Bourne. You can find me at newwildmedia.com/newsletter. All right, see you out there. Bye. By the way, little addendum. I'm in my kitchen, and I'm going to show you my tripod, which was my water bottle that I just set my phone up there, right like this, and One of the cool things about this app I'm using is it lets me flip around back and forth between the two cameras. So, how about that tripod?